because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Groupers offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the option, the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's third and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad play.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Running back searching for a hole. Made a defender miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He leaves it with his back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the groupers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're going in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the option. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it on the run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
The give from the gun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The groupers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the groupers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The groupers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity.
He's taking the shot. Brings it down on the right side. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the... There he goes! He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He's looking to pass. Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the groupers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Craig. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
The groupers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Got his man downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the groupers will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The groupers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And now this offense will take the field again. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Parrish. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gainer.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've made third down offensive key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the groupers will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those...
Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They're testing the right side here. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The groupers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Right back to the well.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the groupers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Running through contact. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Using his legs, it's Craig. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Man, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The groupers will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Looking for a man. It's Reagan. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Running the red zone. It's Middleton. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Going to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.